Welcome back to the WSL Post Show. What a show it's going to be. So many highlights on day 3. It was firing today here at North Narrabeen. Ronnie Blakey here on the Harvey Norman host set once again with Richie Lovett, Jess Grimwood. Jess, my mind's blowing. It's blowing. I mean, we just didn't expect to see it. We were thinking lefts, we got car park rights, and it was just firing.
Yeah, nerves are shot here too. It's like yesterday, I was already on the edge of my seat, and today I'm just like... The barrel riding was incredible, next level.
Barrel riding, the beatdowns, Rich, and also the Bonsoy Legends heat. We just saw it go down.
Yeah, that was pretty special. Just taking a little trip down memory lane there, and paying homage to just some of the greatest of our sport to come out of Australia and the Northern Beaches area. We invited Pauline over as well, and so we should have. She's a world champ. Yeah,
and she had great success here on the Northern Beaches as well. But it just makes you think about, Jess, just how much of a breeding ground the Northern Beaches was for champion surfers.
Yeah, it's so concentrated here, and it's easy to see why with that camaraderie. You can see the whole Board Riders Club was down here, and the whole deck was just packed with all the locals, and the feeling and the vibe of community is so strong here. Yeah,
who do you think stood up out there, Rich? Who got the win? They were saying they weren't competing, but we were over it. We thought they were.
Well, I actually judged every single ride. And I had Laura down as the winner with that big open face hack down on the 20. I loved it. And, Dummer was pretty good. He had a couple of strong rides. Tom had a really nice one as well. He was a close second.
They're all winners, though. Their legacies are intact, and Stace has caught up with them.
That's right. Thanks, Ron. No bigger legend than Tommy Carroll. Tommy, what a special afternoon.
It is. What an unreal afternoon at the beach. Just such a beautiful afternoon. Crazy power in the swell too. There's a lot of power out there.
Everyone said they were going to take it easy up there on the Broadwalk, but you guys were all launching out of the lip.
It's the only way to surf that wave. And I really don't surf that particular wave at North Narrabeen very often at all. I mean, maybe that's the 4th time I've ever surfed it. So it's kind of, it's crazy knuckle of sand out there, and you just got to drop out of the sky a bit. It's kind of fun. I like that.
Great entertainment for us. Thanks for your time, Tommy. Well done. Thanks, Ron.
Unreal. Yeah, always a pleasure to chat to Tommy, and looking forward to hopefully getting him into the booth at some stage over the weekend as well. So. Love getting his insights. Just calms you down a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's got this zen-like quality about him, and if you want to tap into that, just switch onto his Instagram early morning, about 10 to 6 in the morning. I think he starts doing a little meditation. So, get into it. It's great stuff.
The complete opposite to what he was like back in the day when you were watching his surfing. It was just full bore, just attacking everything. Let's talk about what we saw in the first heat of the women's today. It was firing. And Sally Fitzgibbons tapped into what is so far the ride of the event.
Oh, it was just roaring. The whole crowd erupted too, and she just surfed that thing to perfection. I loved it.
Yeah, and this was Sally Kelly. She found a couple of beautiful waves as well. But this whole round was just so impressive. The women just took to it with, so much guts and determination, and they really were impressive.
Yeah, I had a chat to Alana Rioux, who's a hard-charging surfer from Tahiti, originally living in France and doing some coaching with the French surfers, and he was just saying to me that the women just impressed him out of sight. Big sections they had to attack, and they were so committed, and they dropped big scores.
Yeah, how many times has that not gone our way as well, where we've had those conditions, and we seem to see it's really hard to tap into that feeling and finding them, but it was just all about Sally's 9.7 for me today.
The incredible evolution of performance surfing on the women's side continues. Look at the numbers there for Sally, so impressive. An excellent heat score, and I think a pretty good indicator for where she sits in this field. Super impressive.
Yeah, she's definitely really making her presence felt on the Challenger Series. And again, she was one of the ones that I pegged, and many others too, that would just find her way back onto the championship tour. She's certainly going the right way about it.
It wasn't just the women that scored big. We had the men's round of 64 to get through the remaining heats, and we saw great barrels there too.
Yeah, it was just so many to choose from today. Look at this one.
Yeah, Kalani Ball here. He got incredibly barreled.
It was just a real tube fest there for a few hours. It did turn on and off a little bit, but have a look at this, the travel time. That was Rodriguez.
This is just one heat, mind you. Taj Lindblad, he's been so impressive getting the call up to compete. Have a look how he finished this one off.
Oh, just hammers it down the line, gets the barrel, gets the 2 turns to finish off. Hits the brakes there, and then just throws that's the full Taj Burrow-esque tail flare.
Yeah, and also giving the flick to Michael Rodriguez, who's been in incredible form. My favourite surfer, I think, up there at Snapper Rocks. He just looked amazing, and, you know, for Taj to come in and get the heat win there is monster.
Yeah, Taj was outstanding in that. That particular control and power in that final turn on that last replay there, it's outstanding. Crazy surfing from him.
The moment we came on camera today, you know, we had some drama. We saw the arrival of competitors, but we could see when we rocked up there was still plenty of energy in the lineup. And we had an injury, Rich, early in the morning.
Yeah, we did. You know, one of our internationals who's been doing really well just had that rib injury, and it looks like he had to pull out of the event, unfortunately, and Mickey Mana-Bray got the call up.
Yeah, Timothy Biso, you know, really was looking like one of the form goofy footers up there at Snapper Rocks. Really sad that he couldn't make this heat, and Nathan Hedge was on standby. But the Tahitian, Mana-Bray, he had no time. He went out in boardies.
It kind of went for his advantage, didn't he? This is Marco's wave. He was just on fire. He came out of that European qualifier and regional series, and he just looks like there's another level for him out here.
Yeah, well, Mickey Mana, he found some good rides too, and, you know, got the late call up, got the start, and got through the heat. Managed to find his way up into second place here. And this is Vigneault again, just, you know, really showing some good form. We saw that manoeuvre so many different times today, so many different variations of it. But on the backhand, these guys had to really attack the lip, get high up in the pocket. And the natural footers, they tended to do that big lip line floater. We saw it done so often, and, you know, we saw some people come really unstuck too.
Yeah, the big Tahitian too. You know, that was a massive result. Saw Kolohe and Dino bumped out of the second Challenger Series event in a row early, and he's now going to have no throwaways to count on. He's going to need to go big in those next 4 events.
Yeah, good day for French surfing too. Look at that. Marco and Mini Mana. I think the no thinking about the heat and that straight call up just played so well into his strategy. He had no time. He just had to go for it.
He didn't have to overthink where he was going to sit. He just went and joined the pack, waited for his turn with priority, and just smashed the pocket of every wave that came his way. It was awesome.
Got it done. And, you know, Mickey Mana's been chipping away at this for a couple of years now, and he's had these little spikes of results. And yeah, maybe this could be an event where he goes really deep. Any
guesses where we're going to go with the Boost Mobile wave of the day?
Sally, maybe.
Let's cue it up. Sally Fitzgibbons, back in the big number, 9.7, and she had a look at a wave before this one, and you thought, wow, she should have gone, but she got the ultimate rebate.
Oh, it was so sick. It kind of reminded me of a bit of like Karamis when she was getting so tubed at that event, and I love it that the 2 girls, Zali and Sally, just dissecting all those barrels out there for this morning.
Yeah, what a highlight moment. I mean, to get pushed back to the Challenger Series, you know, a heat like that is just what Sally needs.
Yeah, things are flowing her way. You can tell she's on a bit of a roll here. There's a good energy around her. She's definitely happy. She doesn't look too serious, but she's ready to go, and the results are starting to come. She's going to be hard to beat.
And the numbers are on point. We saw a lot of big scores today, and that's going to be something we'll be looking at as we cut through the top 5. But we're going to kick things off with the Bonsoy Legends heat. Legends are out in the lineup. World champions, big wave chargers. We had them all.
Yeah, this was really special to get all the legends, some world champions, lots of event winners, and influential surfers, certainly. Through the 80s, 90s and 2000s for sure. This was Bainey just finding a little cover up here, and you can always trust Bainey to find a barrel if there's one out there.
And this was an almost there for Pauline too. We were wincing when she didn't make that, as we were for that swat.
Well, Laura brushed the seaweed out of her hair and then found this little gem, just a beautiful cut down carve on that twin fin. Looked beautiful under her feet.
Moving into number 4, it was a barrel fest in the men's round of 64. Jadson Andre finding some cover out there.
Yeah, Jaddy on the backhand, and well, he's making inroads into finding his way back onto the championship tour. Oh, just car park rights are delivered huge today.
Yeah, Kalani Ball, he enjoyed his time out there. He squeaked through a pretty close heat to earn his place in the next round. And Taj Lindblad again. This is one of my favourite waves from the contest so far. So aggressive on the rail.
Yeah, just had so much variety, didn't he? It was a beautiful wave.
And have a look at this thing, just locked in deep and punching his way through the curtain. Morgan Cibilic, big finish too. And barrels kept coming. It just rolled straight into that next round, the round of 16.
Oh, that one was just so beautiful to watch. He completely disappeared and he was just on fire too, so in flow for these conditions, saying exactly like home for him, and he looked really comfortable out there.
Well, Sophie McCulloch on the women's side earned our top 2 moment today, and you can see why.
Oh, this was such a well-ridden wave. You know, this wasn't just a straightforward barrel. She had to negotiate through that, come down before the lip exploded behind her, got the work done.
But there wasn't a better highlight than this today, and Sally Fitzgibbons has been celebrated here on the WSL Post Show for this ride, 9.7.
Yep, queen of the car park rides here today for Sally, and what more could you do? Beautiful barrel from her, and we loved absorbing that performance. No questions about where she sits in her head for Challenger Series.
Yeah, I was just trying to think too, Rich, when was the last time we saw Sal ride a wave like that in competition? Every single one of the competitors in this draw is searching for that feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a while. You know, I can't think of a memory, so it's obviously been a while. Maybe back to Karamis, like you were saying, when she was getting tubed over there. But, you know, she's tapping into some good feelings here, and it's, you know, she's probably going, yeah, Challenger Series, this suits me just fine for the moment.
A magic day, Jess. Are you ready for more over the weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to decompress, debrief tonight, probably get into TC meditation in the morning, and then I'm ready. I'm ready for a massive finals weekend.
Rich, you predicted the conditions would be firing today. What do you got for us tomorrow?
I reckon the swell's going to back off just a little bit, but the wind is going to be so pristine, and it's just going to be glorious. Bluebird day for the next 2.
Still focused on car park rides, or are we going to see some more lefts tomorrow?
It depends if this swell just checks around to the east a little bit more. I think we're going to see possibly a bit of both tomorrow.
But we are going to have waves. So
there's going to be waves.
Likely we'll be back underway tomorrow. First thing here at the GWM Sydney Surf Pro, presented by Bonsoy. Right now we'll leave you with highlights. Have a great night.
Fireflies glowing like tinder, lights up the northern skies in the darkest of winter. It feels like a touch from Mother Nature, a contact high. I've been taken by the spirit of mommy water and drowned. She can take anything that she wants. She's a goddess of a goddess of a goddess of a goddess of a goddess.
Daddy up and riding. Is he gonna make this one? He does. Wow.
Cause she's a goddess of a goddess of a goddess of a goddess of a goddess. Voice from the other side calls out my name, conjures me into the night like a moth to the flame. I lay at the feet of the golden altar to summon her soul, and she led me to the top of the holy mountain where we lost control. She can take anything that she wants.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.